So my name's Alexandra Gartmann and I'm the CEO of the Foundation for Rural and Regional Renewal. And my seminar today has been focused on talking about government, philanthropy and corporate partnerships for community development. I am talking about how we apply community development principles to achieve impact and change for agriculture and rural communities. I'm taking examples from across Australia, and the two examples that I'm focusing on are the Birchup Cropping Group, based in northwest Victoria, and the Foundation for Rural and Regional Renewal, which is a national funding organisation. Now, the success behind these two examples of effective community development are principles of rigor, relevance and relationships. Rigor in the way that we do our work and ensuring that what we do exceptionally well and as rigorous as possible. Relevance in ensuring that what we do is actually important and relevant to the target audience to whom we're trying to deliver knowledge and information. And relationships, because people make the world go round, and relationships between people and between organisations achieve successful partnerships and therefore have greater legacy for the knowledge that we're sharing in the long term. So some of the successful elements of the Birchup Cropping Group have been that they've brought in scientists, industry and farmers to collaborate together to identify the research priorities, to work out how they implement the research, and in disseminating and sharing the knowledge that evolves and is an outcome of the research. So each of those different players brings key attributes and strengths. So a scientist brings that scientific rigour, but a farmer brings the relevance of ensuring that the science is relevant to the farming system and to the decisions that that farmer is making on a day-to-day and year-to-year basis. And the industry collaborators we're bringing in actually create relationships to ensure that the science and the application is implemented in a commercial manner so that they're a path to impact that leaves that legacy of change. FRRR, as another successful example of partnerships, works with about 90 donor partners that include philanthropists, philanthropic institutions, government and the corporate sector. And they invest in community outcomes, and they work with community to say, we want to fund you and support you to achieve change. What are the critical things that your community needs to achieve more positive well-being? And so the partnership is crucial in pulling together those that have funds to invest and want to see more positive impacts in agriculture and rural communities. But critically, the importance is that the community themselves, community leaders and farmers, are engaged in identifying the key issues and the key approaches that they see as relevant and therefore more likely to be adopted within their community. Now, when I was talking about rigour, relevance and relationship, it's also important to ensure that we're working with organisations and individuals that we don't necessarily work with easily, because diversity of partnerships and collaborations is what brings us, I believe, to higher risk and higher return opportunities. And I talk a little bit about this in my seminar, focusing on asking us each to think about collaborating and partnering with someone that we normally wouldn't do so that we can influence and benefit from skills, expertise and knowledge that is not within our traditional and current sphere of influence and networks. One are crucial ingredients for the success of community development partnerships is ensuring that we invest in leaders within the science community, within the broader community and within our partner and industry corporate communities. So investing in people that can really drive the change, supporting entrepreneurial thinking, because thinking outside the box will ensure that we can actually achieve change in a bigger way and more rapidly than otherwise. And certainly in thinking about how we communicate the work that we're doing, and communication being considered right at the start when we're planning the science component of our projects and our investments, and ensuring that we have considered how we're going to extend and achieve adoption through that science and knowledge partnership. I hope you've enjoyed.